Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Against the Call. It's your host, Mike, here, and I'm joined with Nick, John, and our guest, Jay. Jay is back.
Let's go,
Back
man.
for another episode. Jay, we got a stacked lineup for you today. We have starting
Okay,
off
let's go.
around the league, NFL. We're
Crazy.
going to talk about the NFL Pro Bowl and the NHL All-Star Game. We'll have a in the air, should there be a salary cap in different leagues,
Ooh.
the future of the Detroit Lions, Mount Rushmore, best three-point shooters of all time. We're going to go into Fight Night with the upcoming UFC 284 card. Then the countdown, best professional fighters of all time. Around the league NBA, NBA games of the week, and draft day, best movie franchises of all time.
What a loaded dude, what a loaded day we have today, man. Holy crap a moly, man. Jeez. I'm ready to go. I'm
Let's just get
hyped.
right into it.
Yeah,
Around the
hell yeah.
league, NFL.
Dude.
So the first thing is Tom Brady announces he won't be broadcasting with Fox until 2024.
You know what? That's good.
Have
You
you
know?
seen that his contract with Fox is like 333 million
Yeah,
and his
but
total career earnings like 320
yeah.
something
I mean, he
million?
doesn't need to get paid. It's just pocket money at this point. But I think this is good for him though. I mean,
It's gonna be cool.
yeah,
It'll
I
be
mean,
cool.
gives him time to kind of relax, spend times with kids, maybe try to get back with Giselle.
Give him time
You
to
know,
think if he wants to come back to the NFL.
does he have a new girlfriend?
Yeah, she's smoking hot.
Okay, so maybe not get back with Giselle, but spend time with this new girl.
He won the breakup. He won the breakup. I'd
the
say that.
rebound. So is he the rebound king?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, he's in the running for
Have you
best
guys
rebound of
seen
23
have,
so far.
have you guys seen
So
the picture of him in his hotel room that he posted earlier today where he's in
no,
his underwear? You guys haven't seen that?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you see it? What was up with that, man? Tom Brady just kind of posing in his underwear. He added Julian Edelman in it.
maybe they had a slumber party and we didn't know. So you know, you know how those sleepovers can get. They can get a little rowdy. So
Dude, it was in the
That's
morning.
crazy.
they get a little rowdy. So
Yeah. Then another thing, AJ Green announces his retirement from the NFL.
Yeah.
What a career for him.
12 seasons, right?
Yeah, 12-year career. He played 11 years because he
Yep.
was injured one year.
Mm-hmm.
He was the fourth overall pick in 2011. He played 158 games with 10,514 yards and 70 touchdowns. What a,
Wowzers, man.
what a
Yeah.
career for him.
What a career. Yeah.
Not so well on the Cardinals, but with the Bengals,
I
he
mean,
was
It's Cardinals.
a beast.
Yeah, it's Cardinals.
Well, he was behind DeAndre. What do you mean?
Exactly.
That's the Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins goes off with the Cardinals.
I know, yeah. But they also have Kyler Murray under center, which
I mean, Kyler Murray.
I know, but
I don't know why everyone
gets
gets hate on
because
Kyler
he
Murray.
gets
I
hurt,
think he's
man.
fine.
Brody gets hurt. He's fine, but he just gets hurt,
Yeah,
injury prone. So I thought I don't hate him. He's a great Call of Duty player, and he's a great guy. But
I don't think he was actually hurt. I think he just wanted to play that Warzone.
I bet. I mean, the updates are coming out, so I mean,
What are y'all guys' thoughts on AJ Green?
Man, his career has been amazing. Fortunately, he didn't get a championship. Part of that was due to being on the Cincinnati Bengals for most of his career. But I think when you talk about the great receivers in NFL, he's you got to put him up there. He's good. Injuries of course kind of hit him hard, but I think he's still a top receiver of all time, in my opinion. So
Yeah. He's definitely up there.
Well, that's all I have for around. That's pretty much all the news for around the league NFL right now. Other than, of course, the Super Bowl coming up
Yeah.
this
And
weekend.
also, don't forget the Puppy Bowl coming up as well. Cannot forget about the Puppy Bowl. That is fluff versus tough. I mean, matchup of the year. And I gotta go Team Fluff, but that's for another story.
the puppy? Did you say the Puppy Bowl?
Yeah,
What
the
is-
Puppy Bowl. Yeah.
Okay.
What is that
Hey.
on? Is that on the
What
Hallmark
is that?
Channel or what?
No, that's on the Animal Planet.
Oh.
I totally
Oh,
forgot about
okay.
the
Yeah.
Puppy Bowl.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
They
always
have,
watch it.
Don't they have a kitten bowl too? With the
No,
cat?
that's the kitten halftime, bro. They have a feline
No, there's
halftime
one
show.
with cats. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what.
It's not. It's not as big. It's like the WNBA of or I guess you could say the CFL of football. So I mean, no one watches it. It's just there,
I mean, does a lot of people watch the Puppy Bowl?
Yeah, 100%.
5-year-olds, like who watches this?
I do. I love it, man. They're cute. Little puppies running
They're
around.
just running around though. It's like nothing.
Okay, but it's just they're cute.
Are kittens not?
Jay, have you ever watched?
I'm not a big cat guy personally. Yeah, I'm not a big cat guy. So
Anyways, we'll head right into our next segment with the NFL and NHL All-Star games. I just wanted to compare on this one. I think the NFL, this one I did not like it.
This NFL or NHL?
This NFL Pro Bowl.
I think I see what they try to do, and I mean this was a trial, so this is their first year.
See, I think they could have done it differently with the
Yeah,
flag football.
totally.
They should have had like split teams
Yeah,
and had like a little tournament.
kind of like what they did with the NHL.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
this-
like that.
this-
I really like that.
Was this your first year watching it?
This is my second year watching.
Okay,
it.
this was my first year watching it, and I'll be honest with you, I liked it. This was one of the first hockey games that wasn't postseason that I actually could sit down and watch because there's a lot of actions. I mean, you had the best of the best. You had Vazzy going in for the Atlantic side. You had
Connor McDavid.
Yeah, you had Obi coming in there. Obi Jr. showed up as well. I mean, he was in the skills, but future Hall of Famer probably. But yeah, man. I mean, watching the stars come out, they really showed out. I mean, with Atlantic taking
I think
the W.
hockey's all-star games and all-star whole thing they do is probably one of the best out of professional sports.
For sure.
It's very interesting because it's like a tournament style
Yeah,
with like the best players and they're actually trying.
yeah. I
Unlike
do gotta say though, did you see the stands in Florida?
yeah, that
Like
was
down
kinda
south?
sad. That was kind of sad.
Like I saw this post, it was like this. It was a Lightning fan. This reminder whenever Tampa hosted it, and it was just you just see like the sold out crowd, and then they just show the sands of like whenever they're doing the skills competition, it looked like the Rays during. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Rays could fill up more than that. I'll be honest with you. So it was totally sad for the Panthers fans, but
Yeah.
I mean for us Lightnings fans, we could just sit there and laugh. So I mean. But
yeah,
I mean,
but they had Fallout Boy. They had Fallout Boy perform.
Fallout Boy.
that was a good.
Did
Yeah.
Fallout Boy perform to like 3 people in the crowd?
Yeah.
That's awkward.
Dude, honestly, it seems so dead. Like
Right.
honestly, it reminded me of that DJ Khaled video when he was like
he's
performing.
in that ring.
Yeah, he
Uh,
was like
I forgot what that was for,
singing
some
like
boxing event.
I think it was WWE
No, it was a
or
box-
something.
I know it was
Okay.
a boxing event,
But
I
yeah,
don't
he
know
was
what
just
it
singing. He was singing his heart out, and everybody's like, he was trying to get the crowd to sing. He's like pointing the camera. I'm not
It was,
camera.
all
up
I
at the
do is
voting.
win. All I do is win. Nothing.
So I mean, it was pretty sad, but the games are good though.
The
I
game,
mean, so-
again, hockey is very good when they do it with the All Star game,
It's just
and then
yeah,
football is just,
they're trying. All right, I'll be honest
they're
with you,
trying to
like,
change it to get it more interesting.
for
but
sure. And I
Even
think
Josh Jacobs said, said this is shit.
yeah,
What did Josh?
He's not lying.
yeah. I do gotta say, like the all-star listings, I gotta say is NHL at number 1. I could put MLB right underneath them
I
as
put
well,
we'll be right under.
and then
You got it.
NFL, yeah, and then dude MLS. Even though MLS isn't really a soccer, like isn't
So
really
you
a thing.
say NHL, MLB, NFL,
And
MLS.
MLS, yes.
What about NBA? NBA,
I don't.
say that- I put
I'll be
NBA
honest with you.
under.
I never really watched the NBA All Star
NBA is
game,
getting
so I
better.
can't really say that.
now. I'd say NBA is getting better. It was trash before, and then
Wasn't it like the 200 and something
now,
point
because
rule?
they
Bro
didn't-
really just said that he has MLS All-Star game over NBA. Name me
I don't
one
know anything
MLS
about that.
player that would be an All-Star game.
Yeah, I never watched the. I'm just going by what I watched. I never watched the NBA.
but you watched
All-Star
the
game.
MLS also.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, name me one All-Star from it.
What?
Name me one All-Star from it.
I
There's, like,
couldn't. I couldn't because I'm not big. I'm not big with
But you
MLS.
watched it
But I
before.
watched. Yeah, I watched the game. I didn't know the players. I was just curious because it was like that.
But you've never watched
so-
NBA All Star game ever.
No, I
What-
never.
do
I
you
watched
remember-
it like
There was a
like-
whole. Remember the Fergie?
Yeah, I saw the memes of it. Yeah, I never like sat down and watched it like how I did with like
you would rather
MLB.
watch the MLS other than, I mean, the dunk contest just went down.
Because like you gotta
Dunk
think,
contest-
you
dunk
gotta
contest is
think,
awesome.
y'all
I
gotta
love the
think. This is
dunk
this is my first year watching NBA like fully, and like if you don't watch the NBA fully, why watch the All Star game? Because I truly
you
didn't
don't watch
care.
the MLS.
It's the best of the
so why
best.
watch the MLS?
Because I watched Orlando City like most of the year, like mid season, all the way up to the playoffs.
Okay.
So I felt more into MLS than I was NBA. Now I could say I'm more into NBA than MLS because I watch more NBA games than I have. I mean, MLS hasn't started yet, of course, but But
we're-
this year I'm actually like getting in, and I will watch the All-Star game this year, so that will break the streak.
if we're ranking
so
All-Star games, I'd say NHL, MLB, NBA, NFL as the major.
you
And
know
then
what
I guess MLS. I didn't
yeah.
honestly. I
Well,
didn't even
you
know they had
can't.
an
Yeah,
All-Star game.
that's like me with NBA. So
Well, you didn't know they had an All-Star game.
no, I knew they had. I knew NBA had an All-Star
Oh.
game. Yeah.
What are your guys' thoughts on NFL's Pro Bowl?
I didn't like it, man. I didn't like it. I mean, like you said, I see what they're trying to do, make it interesting with the games and stuff and the skills. So like, it was cool, but it's like it's just I didn't like it, And then of course, like with the game, the flag football game, and then like I was seeing at the end they were interviewing Kirk Cousins. Like I just at that point I was like, okay, I can't like the Pro Bowl is trash to me. Like I think it's a popularity contest, really, because a lot of players don't make it that should. Christian McCaffrey, i.e. But that's my thoughts on that.
Yeah, Tyler Huntley made it. Don't know how.
Yeah, that's
Just-
weird.
It's
I told
crazy.
Jay about that. He didn't believe me.
Oh God.
I didn't.
froze.
I did not.
Oh, they're
No,
back.
like the NFL, like the Pro Bowl for the NFL is just a complete joke. Complete joke. The fact that it's flag football now should say enough in itself. Like you don't see like the MLB All-Star game hitting off tees or like having a pitching machine. That's
Yeah,
basically what it's
definitely.
like.
I do gotta say, what could make the MLB All-Star game better if they did have like a skills contest?
They
You
have
know?
home run derby.
They do have a home run derby, but I want to see like best
see-
diving plays or best out like you could like throw an outfitter out there and see who like kind of like the best catch contest, but for baseball.
I mean, yeah,
Too
they
much
could
work
do-
for baseball players. They don't want to do
Huh?
all that. That's too much work.
It is.
I
It's
think
it's also mid season too. So
Yeah, and I liked how MLB used to have it. Like whoever won the All-Star game won like home
yeah.
field advantage.
So
in the
like it
World
had
Series.
some meaning to
So
it.
they actually
Yeah.
played for something.
Yeah.
And then
When did they stop doing that? Like the
like-
early 2000s?
No,
to
it
that
was,
20,
it was like in the
2010s?
2010s.
Yeah, because I remember when, because that was,
That was a good idea, and then they changed it, which kind of sucked.
it's raw. It's man.
This is what I propose. This is what I
What?
propose for the NFL to get it more interesting. You have
Huh?
the two worst teams fight for the number one overall pick. Like this has been in the conversation for a while now.
Yeah,
Let's-
that would be
didn't USFL
like that.
did that? Didn't the USFL do that?
I could not tell you.
I
have
think
no
I
idea.
think they did like something.
yeah, they did. That's
Yeah,
one thing I know about them. Yeah,
I mean, and I didn't watch it, but
That's actually a really good idea. That'd be funny.
yeah. Imagine seeing like who was the worst teams?
like
The
Bears
Texans.
or the Bears and the Texans. Yeah,
the
Yeah,
Texans
Bears
the
and Texans just duke it out like a
because
tangible.
it would be a competitive game because you're gonna want to win this game, and
Definitely,
like-
yeah.
the other games where it's like, oh, I'm scared of injury or whatever.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
it would be way better. You could have that and then have the flag football shit.
Also, I think that would also help like the tanking problem as well, because like you
Yeah.
could tank, but then you actually have to try
Try to
and-
win on one game.
Definitely. So like you can't really like tank the full season and like have horrible players if
Yeah.
you got to play a meaningful game, like a playoff game almost in the off season. Not
Yeah.
off season, but at the end of the season.
That'd be an
for the
interesting
first
way
pick.
interesting way to do it.
The
but I-
NBA already has like the lottery system, which like works very nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think most
That
like
shows tanking as well.
yeah, I think most leagues are going towards a draft. I know the MLB is also going towards the draft as well. They did have a draft.
Hmm.
They had like a
MLB
lottery,
always has a
Oh,
like a
draft.
lottery system. I mean, they have many drafts in MLB, so it's like so many, like the internet, like so many drafts that would they have. But yeah, I think
MLB
the
draft is different though because like
Yeah.
these players aren't going to come up right when they get drafted.
But you also got the Rule 5 draft. You also got the international draft. You also got the MLB draft, which is like the draft, like the big old draft. So there's like other ways to make it to the show. It's
Yeah.
just anyway, but let's
Anyways, we got kind of off topic, change the subject, but we'll just move on to our next one in the air. Since we're already on multiple leagues, should there be a salary cap? And what league should there be one?
yes. and we're gonna go right back to the MLB. I think we should have a salary cap in MLB to
do.
make it more competitive.
Jay,
Yeah,
what
I
do you
mean,
think?
huh?
I mean, I think so. Yeah, like you said, we're making more competitive and interesting versus just being able to just sign all these guys for all this money. Like, because the NBA and the NFL is a salary cap, but MLB is kind of like you see all these lucrative contracts. It makes me think it's not even real most of the time. Like, how are these guys making all this money, $200 million contracts? Like,
Yeah.
man, it's
I
crazy.
mean, not every
they-
team has like an Uncle Steve that they could just call up and say, "Hey, Steve, I want Justin Verlander," or "Hey, Steve, I want this." Like, bro,
Yeah.
like I wish I had that, but we don't, or I don't at least. I
because
mean,
these big cities have enough money to make these giant contracts
yeah,
multiple times.
definitely.
And like, there's teams that can only do it with one player. Like they can only get like one big player, then they have to do small players.
Yeah.
To make it more fair, I'd say MLB needs a better system, some sort of system to help fix that.
And I think they're slowly.
NBA is there's super teams too, but
It's not as big
it-
as MLB. I mean,
yeah,
I mean,
it's
for the NBA, you might as well just turn the salary cap off. Like, make 2K just turn off the salary cap because at this point, like, teams are going to find a way to get the players they want on their
Yeah.
team.
yeah.
So,
But yeah, I think the one league that they should add a salary cap is MLB, just because I mean, the Mets.
well, there
like,
isn't,
let's
there's
just-
some
there's a luxury tax.
there's a luxury tax,
But-
because if
but-
you go over a certain limit, then
but
they have to pay more.
There's
but
ways to get around that though. There's a way to get around everything. Like there's a way to get around salary cap, but there's it's much more easier to get away from the luxury tax than either way you could still
Yeah.
go over the luxury tax. You would just have to pay more. Which I mean, when
like
you're
fees.
yeah, so I mean,
But yeah,
there's like tons of teams that's
MLB
over
needs
there.
to be stricter. NFL, I say NFL's fine.
Yeah, the
NFL's not
NFL's
bad.
fine. Yeah,
And then NBA, there's things they could do to fix it, but like it's not terrible.
yeah.
In my-
There's not like
There's there's a difference between MLB salary caps and like NBA though, because in the NBA, like we've seen super teams like win it all.
yeah.
Yeah,
MLB, there's super teams every year that don't win it or don't even
Yeah,
go.
MLB,
to the
I
series.
baseball's different. Anyone can win. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
like
series.
it's just
Exactly. So-
whoever gets hot in October. That's really
So
it.
then, like, what's the point of putting salary caps in the MLB then?
Because it makes it more competitive during the season. I mean, like
It's already
yeah,
competitive though.
Super
huh?
teams and the thing
You
is
could
with
argue
that, the super teams with an MLB, it's more for the season because, like, for example, we'll just do the AL East for example.
Yeah.
Is the Yankees? They're going to be winning that division every year just because in the long run, that super team is going to dominate. They might not do
Yeah.
good in October, but they're going to dominate throughout the whole year.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Same thing with the Dodgers. They're always at the top of their division, and they just for some reason they just do shit in that
What's
playoffs.
Yeah,
the
so-
goal, though? What's the goal?
So there's
The goal is
more
to win the World Series.
yeah, so but
Yeah,
there's
I know.
more, but you want more competition during the regular season so you get more viewers. More competition, more viewers, more if you
The
tune
MLB
in
needs to be doing a lot more than that for some viewers, man.
100%, but that's a step in the good. That's a step in the way to get views. Because if you see, I mean, I know Chicago spent some money, but I'm just talking about last year. If you see New York versus Chicago, let's be honest with you. Who do you think is going to win? New York by whatever. I mean, it's baseball. Anything could happen, of course. But I mean, if we're able to bet in Florida, I would pick the Yankees over the Cubs any day. Because
A better example I would say is like Yankees versus Tigers.
Oh hell yeah! But Texas, I mean, Detroit
a
can
lot.
spend money if they want to.
Baseball's
but
more
that's-
unpredictable.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
a coin
it's
flip,
a
man.
very hard thing to talk about. 'Cause
Yeah.
there's both arguments on both sides. I
'Cause,
just
like-
say to make it some sort of stricter because they have that luxury
Yeah.
tax.
I mean, teams could get hot anytime.
Because
Yeah,
I mean,
so,
like,
like-
you can look at it like this: like the MLB, they can have their stacked rosters like the Yankees already have, and then you could put them up against the Tigers, and you'd be like, oh, it's a coin flip. You don't know who's gonna win. You make a super team in the NBA, and they go against the Magic. You know that they're gonna like most likely win if they're playing their hardest, and there's nobody on load management.
So Nick, what do you think? Do you think we should have a salary cap or no? Because it sounded like you're disagreeing with the salary cap in MLB.
I think that things are like kind of fine in the MLB. Like honestly, like I don't think that you should really do it. I think that there should be a way for teams to have more money, But
Yeah, that's a luxury tax.
yeah,
It's
because
Yeah,
like the teams like the Rays and the A's, it puts them out of contention because they don't have as much money as the Yankees do and stuff like that. Like I think that there should be a certain thing that's put in place for that. But as for like the NBA, I mean, like as much as it'd be cool to not have a salary cap, it's good we do because what if the Warriors added LeBron that year with KD? It would have been crazy. Like it would have been absolutely insane. It's stuff like that. And obviously the NFL is fine and NHL. NHL is actually in the talks a lot about salary caps. Especially
yeah,
if you're a
like
Lightning fan, you know about that.
yeah, the what 25 mil or what was it? Whatever,
Yeah,
whenever
but
you
I
win
can't
Stanley
speak too
Cup.
much about the NHL because I don't know
Yeah,
everything about it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my opinions on all this.
yeah.
Jay, what do you think about the MLB salary cap?
Yeah, I think you got to do something to because like you said, man, like it gets to a point where it's just a discrepancy, man. Like in certain teams they can't, so you make it to where like some teams have a little more money, but don't make it to where like it needs to some type of cap needs to be put on like, just to keep everybody from just spending. Like it gets to a
Exactly.
point where I don't know, you know. That's my practice. So,
Sorry, y'all. Y'all just like freezing up, and it's just the
Yeah. Are we
funniest
like
thing.
freezing for y'all?
Yeah,
For us,
Uh,
yeah, we like Jay's fine on my end, but
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's our
like the
connection,
opposite for
man.
y'all. So I just like had like a picture of just you just chugging it down.
nice.
So.
Okay, well we'll hope that doesn't happen anymore. All right, what's the next segment, Mike?
So the next one we have up is the future of the Detroit Lions.
Oh man,
Yeah,
we talk
We
about the
had them
Lions
as
like a lot. I don't know why.
yeah, we had them
Yeah.
for the wasted potential team.
Yeah.
They waste all their potential, but they have a bright future right now.
I want to say they have a bright future, but at the same time, they're the Lions. So like any, I don't know.
Yeah, true.
Like I don't know. Lions will lion.
What are your guys' thoughts on it?
the Lions. I'll say this the past couple years actually since Dan Campbell came there, they look better. They look like they played harder, and then it's just a matter of the talent. Once they get that together, the quarterback situation is interesting. Like, you guys think Jared's the guy moving forward? Do they pick up somebody in the draft? Like, that's where I'm kind of in the middle at. But I mean, because they got to figure that out. I
What do they
think.
have in the draft? Like what is their draft order?
They're like in the what is their pick? It's somewhere in like I think it's like 12 or something. Lions.
12th in the first round. That's not.
Somewhere in that. And
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
my
not
my
one of the
thoughts
early
on that is they number one have to keep their receivers like they
Yeah.
need
Oh yeah.
they need to be able to keep Amon Ra around. They need to be able to keep DJ Chark, which apparently DJ Chark, he may want out from what I've heard. But other than that, you got to keep those guys. And as you mentioned with Jared Goff, like I think that this past season he played like excellent for his like standards. So
Yeah.
let's like definitely keep him around. But I'm with you, Jay. Fifth, sixth round, get a quarterback. Like get a guy that you can like slowly develop. No like David Blau, who they used to have as like their backup or whatever that was. Don't have that guy. Get like a solid quarterback out of college because this quarterback draft class is actually very nice. I think that it's not talked about enough right now, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a
It
good
is
draft
really
class.
good. Yeah.
I'm with y'all. They need to
Yeah.
keep the wide receivers and Jared Goff. I think they should keep for maybe
He's a good
2
he's a
years.
good bridge
See how he
quarterback.
does the next
Yeah.
couple of years.
Good bridge quarterback.
also
They
not to
need
mention their running back room is
yeah, that's what
very
that's
nice.
what I was about to bring up. Their
Yeah.
running backs are very good. It with DeAndre Swift and Jamal Williams.
And not to mention they do have Aiden Hutchinson on the
Yeah,
defense
Aiden
side.
Hutchinson
And
on
their
the defensive
defense
side and Panay Sewell on their O line.
their defense wasn't too
They have a good young team growing.
Yeah.
With
Their defense actually was not good, John. I don't know where you're going with that.
Oh really?
Aiden
Like,
Hutchinson.
they allowed
Yeah.
one of the most like I think they were top 3 in the NFL for most points allowed.
Yeah, they need
So-
better. They do need better defensive backs. They need to do that. That's
Yeah.
where I say they in the draft get some defensive back, maybe couple linebackers. But Aiden Hutchinson did do well for them. That was their best.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure that was their best defensive player this year.
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I see they have a bright future. I see they can make the playoffs next year.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh,
No, there's
okay.
got to be a lot to line up for that to happen.
Yeah,
I think they could.
They actually had a decent shot this year, but
yeah,
it's a whole new story. Like, I don't know, man.
I
They
don't know.
could have snuck in if the Seahawks would have lost the game. It would have been the Lions, but I don't know. What makes you say that, Mike?
I think they're gonna come right back like how they started this end of the year, and I think they're gonna get these draft picks. They're gonna get some good players, and it's only gonna make your team better. And I think Dan Campbell's a great coach. And I think
I
he's gonna
think
lead
he
this.
is too. I love Dan Campbell. I think he's great. He brought
Yeah.
like a whole ass lion to practice, bro. Like no coach is doing that, man. Like that's dope of him. But I don't know. There's got like I said, there's got to be a lot to fall into place for that to happen, man. The Lions, there's something about them. There's something where it's like, man, they always kind of get there, but they never exceed those expectations like they should. Um,
Yeah,
uh,
that's what I'm saying.
like for history, man, like we just talked about the other day, wasted potential for the Lions. We could see a lot more wasted potential come up, especially with Amon-Ra St. Brown, like one of the best.
I hope not, man. I hope not.
Yeah, me either.
He's a baller. He's great.
Mhm.
Like he is a really good receiver, and I hope the Lions do not screw him up. But playoffs, that's that defense, man. They got to get that defense right. But other than that, man, they I'll say this about the Lions: they fight, they play hard, they compete. I'll say that they do compete every week.
Yeah.
So,
And that definitely comes from the culture that like Dan Campbell's built. Because I was watching the Hard Knocks for the Lions, and like dude is like that's his passion, man. He like wants to. I think he had like a quote that he said where it's like, if you break our kneecaps or whatever, then we're gonna be like still crawling, like that sort of thing.
yeah.
There's nothing that's gonna like put us down, which they executed that well this season. There was some games that they just couldn't get over the hump. They lose in sad fashion a lot of times. Either by a field goal, 1 point, whatever it is. The Lions they're going to be used to like losing like that. So I don't know. Dan Campbell though, like you said, Jay, he's got that fight mentality going there. The culture, I like to see it. I don't know about playoffs next year though.
They do have. I do want to say if they do keep developing, and if they do have another season like they did last year, they do have a bright future.
Mhm.
But I need to see them play like how they played this year, and maybe even better to say like to gauge how their future is going to be. Because like I said, the Lions will lion at the end of the day. So I don't know. We'll see, but we'll see how they do this draft as well. So, but
Can y'all hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure.
yeah,
because
because y'all are just frozen on
I didn't know if
ours.
y'all could hear us. If we're cutting out or anything.
Is there like a way to like refresh the video? Like if you click on the three dots.
Mike, bro, fix your Wi-Fi, dude.
Bro, I'm sorry, dude. It's done this
No,
only once
like
before.
go to their picture, click on the dots.
It's catching up now.
Oh my gosh,
Anyway, let's just
bro.
let's just jump right into the other one, bro. It's
If
fine,
they can
man.
hear us fine, then
Yeah,
it
it's
doesn't
fine.
matter.
Yeah.
But
Just don't say anything clip worthy because it's really bad quality.
Well, we're
Oh,
not.
it is bad
We're not gonna have any clips this pod. I know it because the
You
video.
don't know that?
The video, like literally, like the whole time you were talking, you were just frozen.
well, not on his
On
end.
your end.
Oh,
Our
on your.
end.
Oh, I didn't know what was on
Yeah,
his
no,
end.
it's on his. Not his end is
Okay.
fine. He said. I mean, I could leave the Zoom and rejoin, but
Nah,
that worked last time I was doing
Imagine
this.
people listening on Spotify right now.
we can cut it out. We can cut it out.
Yeah. Anyways, so our next segment is Mount Rushmore, and our Mount Rushmore today is best 3-point shooters of all time.
That's lit, man.
So John, you start us off.
Yeah, give me Stephen Curry. You cannot. I mean, you cannot have him not on your list. Do you know?
Mhm.
For my number 2, it's Ray Allen. I don't know too much about Ray Allen, but I just went on Google and looked up top 3.
You don't know too much. Oh wow, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
At least he's honest. He was honest. That's
Yeah.
all.
I mean, y'all know my story about the NBA, so shouldn't be too surprising. And then I got Reggie Miller, another guy that I don't know too much about because he's just another older guy.
Mhm.
And then I got a guy that I do know, James Harden, for my 4 spot.
Okay.
So yeah, those are my
All right,
top four.
I'll just go ahead, and he just had my whole list. So, number one, Steph Curry. That's going to be on all of our lists. He's the guy that basically has improved 3-point shooting across all the land. Everybody wants to 3-point shoot because of Curry. Then you got Ray Allen, who's number 2 all time for most threes. Super solid 3-point shooter on every single team he's been on. The Bucks, the Celtics, the Heat. I think he had the game-winning dagger. It was a 3-pointer against the Spurs whenever he was on the Heat. So you got Ray Allen, who is absolutely automatic with it. Then at number 3, you got Reggie Miller, who was at the time, whenever he was playing, he was regarded as like one of the best 3-pointers around, because at that time he was really the only one that was 3-point shooting for most of the time. And then Ray Allen, who kind of stepped up near the end of Reggie Miller's career. He was there, but and then at number 4 you got James Harden, who statistically he's number 3 all time for 3-point shots, and he has a really good 3-point field goal percentage. So yeah, Jay, go ahead.
Okay, so obviously Steph Curry, like John said, you cannot not have Steph on your list, because that's just, come on, dude. He's like a goat. 3-point shooting. Then again, of course, we put Ray Allen there. He's what he did as well. He's a great shooter. I don't go Larry Bird, number 3. We don't talk about this enough. He was a really good 3-point shooter in his days. And then I got Kyle Korver up there too. All right, Kyle Korver was a sharpshooter. I don't know if you guys, follow him too much, but he played for the Sixers, Jazz, the Hawks. Especially when he was here, he was really good. Played with the Cavs. I'm a big fan of Kyle Korver, so I'm putting him up there.
That's a good. I agree with that.
Yeah.
My list is very similar to Jay's. I have Steph Curry, obviously. Don't need to say anything. Ray Allen, don't need to say anything. Then I also have Kyle Korver on my list. And then my last one, it can go to a lot of different people. Like this one I was iffy with. But I went with Steve Nash. Steve Nash is top 3-point shooter. He had a 42.8 3-point percentage. He had over 1,600 threes with a rating of 77.6. At his time, like you said, not much 3-point shooters, but he was up there with one of the best. And he's just one of my favorite players. And that's why I chose Steve Nash for this one.
I do actually really agree with the Larry Bird one from Jay. It's just the main reason I didn't pick Kyle Korver was the simple fact that James Harden has played 300 less games than Kyle Korver, and he has way more 3-points made, better 3-point percentage. That's the main reason. Like that's why I got to go with
fair.
that. Yeah. But no, Kyle Korver, like you said, Jay, like, yeah, I actually did watch him play a lot. I remember whenever he retired. I like the dude. He was non-problematic, he would go out on the court and just shoot up threes. Like that was kind of his thing. But yeah, like Larry Bird, very good choice. The 2K rating says it all, man. He's a 99 overall 3-point shot at 2K.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Actually, Kyle Korver has a better 3-point percentage than James Harden right now, apparently.
Well, at the same time, Kyle Korver's retired and James Harden's still playing. So
I'm just saying, you said he already has a better career 3-point percentage. He doesn't.
I will say with James Harden though, like the step back 3, like he made that like really cool, and that's a hard shot. That is a hard shot, but when he mastered it, because it wasn't really being done that much, but when he started, just doing that a lot, and just especially when he did the Wesley Johnson a couple years ago. Rip Wesley Johnson. You guys remember that crossover? Yeah. That really bad step back 3 he did over Wesley.
Yeah.
I'd say Larry Bird is the greatest 3-point shooting contest player.
When you win it in your warm-ups, there's no going with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's anything else y'all have to say for that?
Nah, that's it.
I will go into this one. Like I said before, this is my segment called Fight Night that I kind of teach these two UFC or whatever's fighting is going on. John kind of knows influencer boxing with me.
Yeah, I'm not a big UFC guy myself. You gotta teach me too.
UFC is something that's growing rapidly right now with professional fighting. It's overtaking boxing. Other than obviously the
The influencer, yeah. But
boxing is
even
bringing it back,
they're
but
starting to do influencer MMA
MMA,
as well with
yeah,
Jake
Jake
Paul
Paul
and
signing PFL,
what is it,
but
Logan as well.
yeah,
You,
Logan, no, he's not.
I thought he was doing UFC.
No, that's UFC signed Prime to be their drink.
Oh, I thought
That
it was
was
like
the biggest
Logan.
disappointing news I've ever seen in my life. They big news, Logan Paul, UFC, big news. Oh, they're signing our drink. Oh
Do you
wow, no
really
one
think
cares. That pissed me off. I thought because there's a clip from a while back, Dana White telling Logan that he has a chance that they might sign him.
he was
But
like an all-state wrestler?
yeah, he was
So,
he's a very good wrestler and he
that
can
was
box.
Ohio. So
But anyways,
Only in Ohio.
exactly like
so for fight night today, I'm going to be talking about this upcoming fight this weekend, UFC 284, between a guy named Alexander Volkanovski versus Islam Makhachev. This is Volkanovski is going for something called a champ. He is currently the champion fighter of the featherweight division, and Islam Makhachev is currently the champion fighter of the lightweight division. So Volkanovski is fighting him for the lightweight title, so he can become the champion of both divisions.
Oh, okay.
That's what it means.
Okay.
Makhachev this is his first defense. This is going to be his hardest fight. They're both the number one and number two pound for pound fighters, which means they're ranked the best out of all the fighters in the UFC. Even if they're in different divisions, that's what pound for pound is. It's like all the fighters in all divisions ranked, and these are the number one and two. Volkanovski is what we call a striker, while Makhachev is a wrestler. So pretty obvious what that means. Makhachev wrestles a lot. Volkanovski's he fights, he punches a lot, but he's very good against the wrestle.
So I heard something about Ben Askren.
Askren?
Yeah, wasn't he like one of the best strikers?
No, he was a wrestler. That's
okay.
why
I thought he was like
that's why Jake Paul fought him, because he was not a fighter at all. He was one of the worst strikers actually.
Yeah, I know. Jake Paul's known for that. So
yeah, that was no wonder Jake won that. That was super easy.
First round, not he just wanted a bag, but that's besides the point.
But yeah, Volkanovski's 25-1 in his whole career. He's undefeated in the UFC. Islam is 23-1 with one loss in the UFC. In my decision, it's not. It's going to go to the cards. I'd say they're both too tough. I don't see them getting knocked out. Maybe Islam can. If Islam wins, it's going to be through submission. If Volkanovski wins, it's going to be through knockout. But I see it going to the cards and Volkanovski winning, becoming a champ, which he is. If you all watch any UFC things, Volkanovski is insane. He's short, but man can fight. He's a dog. He's
When
that
is this
dog.
taking place? Is this tonight?
This is on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Saturday. And then under that, there's a co-main event. It's for the interim featherweight championship. It's between a guy named Yair Rodriguez, who's the number 2 ranked in that division, and Josh Emmett, who's the number 5. What interim means is that whoever wins this fight is going to fight Volkanovski for the featherweight title when he comes back, because he obviously can't fight them right now because he's fighting for another fight.
Even if he loses?
Even if he loses, he'll still be. If he loses, he's still the featherweight champion. He just won't be the lightweight champion.
Okay.
Because they're fighting for the lightweight championship belt. So whoever wins this fight will fight Volkanovski for the championship. And I got Josh Emmett winning this one. He's there. It's a very even fight. And yeah, but that's all I have to say for this upcoming UFC. It's going to be very fun to watch. This is probably going to be one of the biggest fights of the year. But yeah.
What about
so big?
McGregor? Oh yeah, Conor McGregor is coming back too. I forgot to say that.
Oh wow, yeah, actually that is pretty big.
He's coming back to fight. He's doing in a show UFC has called The Ultimate Fighter, where UFC fighters coach a group of fighters, and then they fight each other out throughout the season. It's like a tournament style type thing, and then whoever wins, whoever's team they're on, that's the championship, and then they get a UFC contract at the very end.
So it's basically like the minor leagues of the.
I mean, no, not really.
It's basically it's like doing an NFL skills competition and a tournament style, and then being like, oh, you get a contract. That's what it's like.
And then after that season's over, the two coaches, which is McGregor and a guy named Michael Chandler, they're gonna fight in an actual bout after. So this will
Dude,
be Conor McGregor's comeback fight.
How many times has McGregor retired?
Well, he didn't retire this time.
Oh, I thought he did.
No, he
like,
was hurt. He
oh.
like snapped his leg in his last fight.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, then
Gruesome.
even on the ground, man was like saying the dude's wife was in his DMs, smack talking to him like they snapped ankle on the ground.
He was still talking to you. Yeah, I remember that. That was
Bro, Conor McGregor is the funniest
ultimate
guy to
shit
watch. He's the
talker.
funniest guy to watch,
Dude,
even if he loses.
You know what I need to see? I need to see him and Patty the Batty face off. That would break.
They're friends. They're friends.
I know, but imagine that would break it, bro. Like
Yeah.
that would break. I would actually sit down and watch that.
No, Patty would lose, in my opinion. No, like I don't.
I mean, you're going with experience, like because
Experience-
experience, and then you got young. So you got young for Patty, and then you got. Or are they the same age?
No, they're not the same age.
So you got young for Patty, and then you got
Patty's
experience.
like 27.
Yeah, then you got
something like that.
experience for McGregor, and I mean experience. I want to say is gonna win either way.
I mean, yeah, but with fighting, it doesn't. It's how they train. And
Yeah, I
how-
know,
how-
I know.
Did
But
Rocky have a lot of experience?
what?
What?
Did Rocky have a lot of experience in his fight?
Yeah, Rocky didn't
I
have.
haven't
He
seen the
was an
movie.
underdog. Yeah, and
Yeah.
then he beat that big old Russian as well. So Ivan Drago. Wait, Drago.
I need to watch that movie.
You never watched
You
it?
never watched Rocky?
No.
Oh my
What?
god!
What?
Yeah.
What?
No
You
freaking
never.
way,
None of the
You
Rocky
never
movies.
seen Rocky?
No.
Nick, bro. You're.
Oh,
Dude,
Nick,
oh
no,
my
no,
gosh.
man.
That is one of the greatest like movie franchises. One
Yeah,
of the,
I
we're
know,
actually
But,
having the draft.
yeah, that is gonna be the draft, dude. Yeah, that is
I know.
up there as one of the greatest movie.
That's insane.
I'm a busy guy. I got stuff going
But
on.
that's
and
insane.
all years, that's crazy, man.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, actually, it doesn't surprise me. Nick hasn't seen a lot of big movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. I'm
I
glad
bring
you
up a
said that.
movie with Nick. He's like, I actually never seen that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
He was telling me, he was like, "Yo, what were your thoughts? Something about like the Hunger Games." I was like, "I never seen that."
Yeah, he's never like I was talking about the Hunger
I wish
Games and
I
stuff.
did. I ended up watching the first Hunger Games. I just got to watch the rest, and I did actually end up watching The Matrix. Yes, a few weeks ago. So
He's coming around. He's coming around.
Getting his movie knowledge up. Yeah.
But anyways, that ends fight night. We're just gonna go right into our countdown, which is best professional fighters of anything. It could be boxing. It can be
isn't it the
MMA.
most entertaining?
Yeah, most entertaining.
Okay.
Most
Sorry.
entertaining. So they don't have to be like the best at what they do.
No, it doesn't have to be the best.
Okay. So who wants to start it?
John, go
I'll
ahead.
start.
Okay.
So at my 5, this is a UFC fighter. His name is John Jones. He's coming back right now. He is arguably the best UFC fighter of all time. He's talks smack and he backs it up, and it's funny to watch him like beat these guys. The number 4 is Anderson Silva. He's his nickname's a Spider. He's very fun to watch in the UFC. He's also known as one of the goats of UFC. And then my number 3, Muhammad Ali,
Yeah, you can.
Cassius Clay, the goat of boxing. I mean, I've only seen the movies of him, and I've seen clips of him, and he's a shit talker. He is one big shit talker.
Man, you never watched him live, bro? That's wild.
Anyway, my number 2, Mike Tyson, the man who bit someone's ear off in the ring, which
And he
that
broke
just-
he broke his back as well.
Yeah, man, it's funny, and he just gets high on shrooms now. It's just hilarious watching him in interviews and stuff. And then I think my number 1 is obvious, the notorious Conor McGregor. He is the most entertaining fighter to ever watch, win or lose. He doesn't matter. Like I said earlier, it doesn't matter if he loses. He's still gonna be on the floor talking shit to you, saying your wife's in my DMs. I don't care if I lost. Blah blah. Anyway, McGregor's my number 1.
Yeah.
All right, John, go ahead.
Yeah, for me, what was it, top 5 or top
Yeah,
4?
top 5.
Top 5. I gotta go with Anderson Silva as my top 5, as my 5.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm not big with fighting, so please bear with me. And number 4, I gotta put up Patty the Batty. I mean, his personality, a young, like I can say,
He's
like
funny
he
to
young.
watch.
Yeah, he's a funny to watch. Also, he's a good fighter, good
Mhm.
MMA fighter. At number 3, I gotta go with Muhammad Ali. I mean, one of the goats of boxing. I mean, not to mention boxing and just person in general.
Mhm.
Number two, I gotta go with Mike Tyson. I mean, like you said, he broke his back.
Bit of dude's ear off.
A bit of dude's ear off. Not to mention he was gonna like 1v3 the officers coming at him. I don't know if you saw that pic,
Yeah.
but he was ready to throw down, bro. And even the officers were like, shit.
Yeah, even his like latest fight he had when he was like came out of retirement.
Yeah,
was-
I remember that.
that was a
Yeah, it
good
was like,
fight.
yeah, that was a good fight. And then who else? I'm at number one. I
Yeah,
got to
well-
go with your pick, Conor McGregor. I mean, Brody is just constantly just shit talking, no matter if he wins or loses. Like like you said, he could be on the ground and say, "Bro, I'm still fucking your wife. Yeah, your wife's just in my DMs." Oh man, dude. So you gotta love. Not to mention his accents. His
Yeah.
accent just
Yeah.
carries him. I mean, just
He's one
Irish.
funny guy.
Yeah, very funny guy.
Can't replace him.
No,
Jay, do you
Alright.
want to participate in this? Is this like
Well, I was gonna say for mine, I'll have to go obviously Muhammad Ali, number one there, and then Floyd Mayweather.
Okay.
Dude's a
That's a good
beast.
one.
yeah, that is a good one.
I've really,
Can't
really
read
been a
though,
fan of
but-
his. And obviously the great Mike Tyson, not to mess with him. And entertaining wise, like all of you have said, I mean, Conor McGregor, like, dude's just hilarious. Like, I mean, he's gonna talk his stuff. Like, I just like watching him. Like, he's just entertaining. He's just really funny. And so and then I have to go Silva
Yeah.
too. So that's my list.
yeah. All right. So on my 5, give me Derek Lewis. The
Yeah.
guy who takes off his pants because his balls are hot. Man, he's entertaining to watch. I love seeing the clips with him. Super funny. My number 4, Patty the Batty. He's just simply like funny to watch. I don't know. There's just something about him. It's very entertaining. Whenever you hear that he's on some kind of card, you know that he's gonna have that. What accent is that, by the way? Is it
He's from
Ireland?
he's a Scouser.
Is he
He's a
Scottish?
Scouser.
Scottish?
He's
He's in that area.
he's
though.
English, but like
Yeah,
hold on,
he
let
is
me see.
English. Yeah,
He's a
I don't-
Scouser, is what he said. He's from Liverpool, I'm pretty sure.
Liverpool. Hey, okay.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
Liverpool fan.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
actually
I'm
wow.
a fan
That's,
too,
actually-
bro.
that's one of the main reasons me and Michael said we root for Liverpool. Was because of him.
He's
Really?
he's one of our favorite fighters. So I was like, I'm choosing my team. What is he like?
Yeah. At my number 3, I'm gonna have Muhammad Ali. Obviously, he's all the shit talk, especially back then. I mean, talk about
Yeah.
entertaining. Everybody, every time he would play, every time he'd fight, it'd be sold out.
So he created a shuffle as well.
Yeah,
Like,
the Muhammad Shuffle,
yeah.
Ali Shuffle.
So I mean, it's just uncanny that he'll be at that spot. At my number 2, Conor McGregor. Very, very funny. It's just repeating basically what everybody has said here.
Yeah.
Conor
Yeah.
McGregor. But then at number 1, give me the man, the myth, the legend, Mike Tyson. I mean, talk about entertaining. You just see this big dude beat the shit out of somebody on the mic, and he goes, "I just want to thank God, man." Like, tell me that's not entertaining enough. No,
Yeah.
on top of that, bite off an ear, everything like that. Talk shit to Logan Paul on a podcast, like that's just funny to watch.
He
And
just
on
says
his
things
own-
straight up.
On his own podcast as well.
Yeah,
Like Brody was just disrespecting.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing on Jake Paul. He's like, this one Jake Paul was like calling out Conor McGregor. Tyson just goes, he's not scared of you, right? Just calls him straight out. Then Jake Paul just didn't know what to say.
Also, Mike Tyson is at my number 1 because of The Hangover.
That's a good, yeah. That was a good movie with him. That was hilarious.
Yeah, I've seen that movie, guys. I've seen the first Hangover, so
Have you seen the second one?
no, I have not.
I haven't even seen the first one, so I mean,
Wow. Disappointing. Jay, please tell me you've seen The Hangover.
I had seen the first one.
Okay, that's fine. As long as you've seen the first one.
Exactly.
Disappointing, John.
hey, Nick didn't. Hey, he never.
Hey,
seen
whoa,
Rocky,
whoa, whoa,
so
whoa!
I have
John,
that.
The Hangover, bro. Like, what the hell?
So
Well, anyways, that wraps it up for the countdown for today. And we're going to head into around the league NBA. There's big news happening in NBA right now. Huge news. we'll just get right into it. Kyrie Irving to the Mavericks.
Holy freaking crap, man! No way.
John, shut up.
I did that. No, that's crazy though. Great for Dallas.
Jay,
They
what do
only
you
have
think?
for this year though.
Oh,
Yeah, great move for the Mavericks. Obviously, I mean, the big theme there was that Luka needed help, and he gets a guy that I mean, is a wizard with the ball. Like, no matter, look, I'm gonna put this out there. Like, no matter what you feel about Kyrie Irving, the dude's just like what he can do with the ball is amazing. In his hands. Like you can't deny it. I mean, he has his issues, but I mean, he's good, man. He's a champ. He is I mean, he's just amazing. So it's gonna be a great move. But for the Nets, I I think KD's about to leave too.
Yeah. Rumors that he's supposed to leave. He requested a trade last offseason. Like you said, despite how you feel about Kyrie, I hate Kyrie. I'm a Celtics fan. He messed up our whole team. F him. But he is very good.
Did you see what the New York mayor said about him?
No.
It was like, if we're gonna trade him, we gotta trade him to a team that we always beat, so whenever we play them next, we could beat him as well.
And then on top of that, you had the Nets owner who said, "I don't care where Kyrie goes, just not with LeBron."
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They're like trying so hard to keep him away from going to the Lakers. But there was a team. Oh my God, what the Suns? They offered him like Chris Paul,
yeah,
a bunch of picks, and there was someone else.
Chris Paul and
Jay Crowder. That's
who it was.
I was surprised.
Picks were first rounders too.
Yeah, I would have if I was
who did they get in return?
They got
for
Spencer
Dallas?
Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, or Smith, whatever it is, and a first round and 2 second rounds.
Is that a good trade for him?
Honestly, the Suns offered a way better trade.
Way better. I
Way
mean,
better.
Spencer Dinwiddie back to Brooklyn.
Spencer Dinwiddie's good, but Chris Paul's better. Jay Crowder is a beast. I think he's good. He's a good player. I don't know who this Dorian Finney dude is.
He's
honestly
good.
don't.
He's not
3 and D guy. 3 and D guy.
Yeah.
Solid 3.
He's good. Would you say Jay Crowder's better than him though? I think Jay he's on the down. I'd say Jay Crowder is on the down now.
Well, he's getting older.
Yeah, he's getting older. But I think Chris Paul is a way better fit than Spencer Dinwiddie. However, the Spencer Dinwiddie was on the Nets before, so
Yeah.
and he was good on the Nets. He was pretty good. So
This is what I'm gonna say about the Mavericks, though. Mavericks may not even make it to the Western Conference Finals. They may not even make it that far.
I'm pretty
Everybody,
sure
Stephen A. Smith. Oh, Mavericks are going to the finals. I saw that today. I was like, what? One thing you got to think of is everybody. Now, I do agree with this to an extent. Everybody says, "Oh, Luka needs his help. Luka needs his help." You bring in Kristaps Porzingis, who was a Knicks legend at that time. Everybody loved him. Then you put him with Luka. They still can't get it done. Kristaps leaves, goes to the Wizards. He's playing like one of their best players on the team right now. Obviously, they don't have a lot, but Kristaps is still playing really good. Then on top of that, you got Jalen Brunson, who goes with Luka. And then everybody's like, oh, Luka needs help. Jalen Brunson leaves to go to the Knicks. Now he's playing just perfect. Like he's playing like a better level. So how much more help does Luka need? And on top of that, Kyrie is not going to be the answer. Kyrie's going to want that ball. Luka's going to want that ball. You always have to think about that. Like the team chemistry has got to be there. Hopefully they can do it, but the Mavericks need a lot more than just Kyrie to even think about a finals run.
Yeah, exactly. I see the Grizzlies and Nuggets both beating them in the Western Conference. Mavericks are 6th right now. I see them going. I do think they'll go up in ranking, like standings. They'll probably end 3rd, 4th, in the Western Conference. Like you said, I think it's the system. They need better coaching in the Mavericks. But Luka is obviously going to be the number 1 guy. Kyrie's going to have to accept that, like Kyrie's the number 2 guy in Brooklyn behind KD. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, I don't see them winning at all. This is last year's contract, I'm pretty sure. So, and the Mavericks even said they're waiting to see if they want to extend him. They want to see how he does with them because he can mess up that team's chemistry, the chemistry they have. But I don't see them winning the finals. Maybe, yeah. I don't even say maybe. I don't see them at all winning the finals this year.
The West is loaded. I mean, I just looked at it the other day, and I'm gonna start getting more into NBA like I used to be. But I just looked at that the other day in the Western Conference. They got like the 10 seed, like 2 games away from being like a 6 seed. Like it's so close like that, where every game is like gonna matter in the West. Now the East is a little bit more spread out, but um, with the West, it's crazy. And then on top of that, like I could see the Mavericks beating the Kings now that they got Kyrie.
Yeah.
But the Kings, I don't know if you've seen Jay, but like they're surprising, man. Like,
Yeah, they are. They're playing really well. I think they're like the third seed in the West, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
third seed.
And like they finally, I've been like the Kings have been atrocious for years, and now that they're finally, getting they're just winning games, and De'Aaron Fox, of course, he's always been a good player. But of course he gets overlooked because he's on the Kings. So yeah, watch out for Sacramento. Hopefully they can keep. You guys think they can keep it up the rest of the season?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think they can at this pace that they're going. And at the same time, I think this would be what like the first time they go to the playoffs since maybe like
Long time.
since Boogie, maybe. Did Boogie
Yeah,
get to the
since
playoffs
Boogie.
with them? Yeah.
Yeah, he did. I think he made it 1 year.
But what's the stat with the Kings? There's some stat where the Kings haven't been to like past the first round since like 2002. I'm pretty sure that's what
Let
it
me
is.
last King.
And that was with Peja and Chris Webber. So
Yeah, they last time they made it was in 2006.
to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay, so Boogie wasn't. Yeah, Boogie
So
was
Boogie
not
wasn't
there at all.
Yeah, they lost in the first round.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I see them making the playoffs this year. They're going crazy with Sabonis, Fox. That team's good.
Yeah.
But one team that is surprising me is the Wizards. I mean, it's not really surprising me. They have a good team. They have Bradley Beal, Kyle Kuzma, Kristaps. They should be doing better. They're 24 and 28. They're at the 10th seed right now, playing for that play-in. But the East is stacked. They have 5 teams with over 30 wins right now. That I see an East team winning the finals this year. If I'm only telling you, I do see an East team winning the finals.
No.
Which East team?
Celtics. That's just my bias. But Bucks are there. Celtics, Nets. I'm not the Nets anymore. The Nets aren't there anymore. I take that back. The Cavs though, the 76ers, those teams are stacked. They're loaded. And let's see. I'm gonna go to the Western
Eastern
Conference.
Conference will win the finals.
The Western Conference has 2 teams over 30 wins right now. The Grizzlies, yeah, they're good. I see that. I can see them going to the finals. The Nuggets, I can see going to the finals, but I don't see them beating Celtics, Bucks, 76ers, those 3 teams at least.
Warriors did it last year.
Okay. Anyways, another thing that's happened in the NBA, I just thought this was funny. The Magic and Timberwolves had a fight with 5 ejections in the game.
Dude,
Gosh,
this is the second time Orlando had a brawl, like a full out
Yeah,
brawl
there
this
was
year.
Mo Bamba and Austin Rivers, the 2 big guys. Mo
Dude.
Bamba was suspended for 4 games and Rivers 3. I
This is
was
the
watching
second.
the clips of it, like, man, going that Mo Bamba.
Mo just went after him, bro. He wasted no time. He just started wailing. I don't know who he was wailing on because the camera was like weird. This is the second fight within like a few weeks, not even like a month. I want to say like a few weeks since because we got in a fight with I want to say Detroit, and then we got it into the Timberwolves. I didn't see this live, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
There was another fight that happened that week too. I forgot what team
Yeah.
it was. What team was it?
Was it the Cavs and the Grizzlies? Was that it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what it was.
yeah.
It was
Mitchell
Cavs and
and Dylan Brooks. Yeah.
Yeah. That was 2 fights in a week. I mean,
This is like the 90s, bro.
fights aren't happening like super often
No,
anymore, but 2 fights in 1 week, like
dude,
bigger fights, like
I
they're
like to
pretty
see
big
that.
with ejections and stuff.
They need more fights.
And LaMelo Ball was ejected for his first time a couple games ago.
What was it for? Like a tech that he just
Yeah.
It was it wasn't the fourth quarter as well.
I think so. Something
Yeah.
like that.
And the
I just
Yeah.
missed last year whenever that Detroit Lakers game happened, and that guy, I forgot who it was now, but he just ran straight at LeBron.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
funny.
What happened?
So last year, I forgot the dude's name, but it was the Lakers versus Detroit, right? It was Detroit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I forgot why he did it, but just randomly, this dude went right at LeBron. He just like started running at LeBron. And LeBron was like so confused.
Like everybody's trying to hold him back, but he's just like breaking them off, just like going through like they're nothing, bro. Because it's all like the staff at first, the people that like aren't as big as him at all, trying to like grab him. He's just going up. Then they get the players out there. The players are holding it back at that point. He's trying to swing at LeBron.
Dude, I gotta go look for that video.
Yeah, that's funny. I want to hear, Jay, what was your thoughts on the LeBron baby crying over the Celtics loss?
Hey man, look, I will say this: the ref that was a bad call. But
Yeah.
the refereeing in the NBA has been, really bad the past couple of years, and I think it's something that the league needs to really take action on, especially, just because of these like you're gonna have your knick-knack calls here and there. That's obvious, but when you have plays that can change the game for a team, stuff like that. I mean, I don't like the Lakers. I don't really like LeBron that much, but still, as a fan, like watching that, like, okay, come on, that's something they got to get going. But LeBron, okay, dude, dial it back a little bit. But, like, come on,
Yeah.
just get over it. But,
Yeah, I agree. Even as a Celtics fan, I do. That was a foul. Like, there was a foul. I won't lie. But it's a
Brody had
regular
a
season
full
game,
breakdown,
dude.
bro.
Like, calm down. Why are you like breaking down like having a whole
On his
mental breakdown?
knees, just begging, bro. It was like someone trying to beg their mom for McDonald's, bro. Like it
Yeah.
was so.
It was
like,
funny. It's funny to
weird.
watch. I love those little baby moments. But
baby.
we're gonna head right into NBA games of the week, and we're gonna start with Tuesday. For that game, I had the Timberwolves at the Nuggets. Young Timberwolves team facing consistent Nuggets team. I got I'm gonna say the Timberwolves are gonna win this one.
Yeah, I'm going with you. I mean, I saw them play the Magic the other day, and they look pretty solid.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a
So,
little upset.
Yeah, I mean the Nuggets are also doing great this year, but
They're always a
yeah, I
playoff
know.
team.
I know, but I just got to pick the Timberwolves just because they look great.
Yeah,
playing
Timberwolves they have a
good.
good starting five with
Oh yeah,
Anthony Edwards, Carl Anthony, D'Angelo Russell, Rudy Gobert. That's a nasty team, and I just see them winning this one. I just think Nuggets
Yeah.
won't come out to play in this one.
something's tingling in us.
Yeah,
So
that John Tingle.
well, also the Mike, you're feeling it too apparently. So maybe it's the Mike and John Tingle. So
What do you guys got? Who you got?
I you know what? I'm gonna go with y'all. I think Timberwolves can get this one. I like how they're playing. Getting Rudy Gobert was a huge help for them. The Twin Towers, as they like to call themselves, him and Cat. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go Timberwolves.
Nick?
I'm gonna go Nuggets just because, like, I'm gonna Nuggets because I don't know, they're a good team, and if I say Nuggets and the Timberwolves lose, we won't ever hear about this again. But if the Nuggets win, I'll make sure to send it to you guys. So,
Anyways, all right, let's get on to Wednesday. This one's a big one. It's the two of the top three teams in the East. I have the 76ers at Celtics. Two top teams, two finals contender teams facing it off. 76ers don't tend to do good versus Celtics. That's why I'm going with Celtics on this one.
and just because of that, I'm going with the 40.
I know you will.
76ers. Just
You always
because
go against my team.
No, just because they're
because
due. They're due. If they don't do too hot against the Celtics, I feel like they're due.
I mean, they're back and forth, but I mean,
I
the
know.
Celtics just win more.
I don't know. So they're who won the last matchup?
They're one. I couldn't tell you that off the top of my head.
All right, and it doesn't matter. I still got the 76ers.
Yeah, I know. If I bring a Boston team, you're on the opposite side. That's
Nah, I
just
don't like
just
Boston.
just...
Hey, consistency is key, man. So I got to keep it consistent.
All right, Celtics, 76ers. What about you guys?
76ers. They've been playing good this year, and now they blew a game they should have won the other night against the Knicks, 20-point lead. So I think they're going to get back from that and they're going to win against the Celtics. Celtics have kind of been weird lately. I don't know. Like they lost to the Magic a couple
Yeah,
times. So
Can't beat the Magic.
Yeah,
this year.
like
I-
Orlando
I-
owns y'all.
I don't know, man. Celtics, they still got to convince me, man, that they're going to be a team that can win it all. So
Nick.
I mean, as much as I want to go 76ers in spite of Michael, I got to go Celtics. I just think that they're more well-rounded. I don't know. Where is it played at? Is it played in TD Garden?
Yeah.
Yeah. I typically when the 76ers play at TD Garden, they don't do that well.
So if they win, I'm gonna send y'all it, and these are y'all. I'll see.
Okay. You wouldn't have thought of that if I didn't say it.
Hey, he's gonna do the same thing. I'll do the same thing. So I mean,
All right. If y'all go against me on this one, I'm just gonna say the same exact thing for the next game.
but,
So Wednesday, Bucks at Lakers. I know the Lakers suck, but Giannis versus LeBron.
Oh,
I just think it's gonna be interesting.
this is one thing I want to mention since we're on this. LeBron is 38 points away from tying the scoring record. And his next game is, I think it's either tonight or tomorrow against the Thunder. So he has a shot there, and then against the Bucks, Lakers at Bucks.
Yeah, it's the day this releases is his next game.
Yeah.
So Tuesday.
I think he's gonna break it with the Bucks. I don't think they're gonna. He's
No,
gonna break it.
I mean the Thunder. He could break it against the
He
Thunder.
can,
He's
but I
averaging
don't-
high points right
One
now.
of the things I saw was like with they were like, oh, that he won't break it with the Thunder because TNT's not reporting on it. But I think TNT just picked up that game like a few days ago. So
But the script
of course
writers.
they did.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, the script writers may.
Well,
yeah, I think
no,
that's-
okay, yeah, scriptwriting joke, but at the same time, like people are saying, oh, he's not going to want to hit that whenever it's not nationally televised, you know?
Yeah. And I don't know if he would. 38 points is a lot.
that
And
is
Thunder is a
yeah.
good team. So
That's what I'm saying. he's
I
gonna
don't
hit
see
it
him
with the Bucks.
breaking in on the Thunder. I definitely see him breaking in against the Bucks too.
Yeah, me too. How do y'all see him breaking it though? A little Kareem hook shot, or you guys just going to be LeBron's kind of
Slam dunk. Slam
maybe
dunk.
Yeah, dunk or a three.
Dunk
or-
over
Yeah.
Giannis. That'd be the best.
Oh, that'd be legendary.
I think it's gonna be his classic windmill dunk that he always does. He just still is at 38, is still doing good. Like, so I think that's how he's gonna break it, and then like the
Yo.
crowd's just gonna go ballistic.
Did y'all see the tweet that he tweeted last night?
Oh, maybe it's me.
Yeah, it was in his.
Yeah.
That's because of the Kyrie trade.
Yeah, he was feeling it last night.
Man, it was in his feels.
Yeah, he's probably listening to it.
He was just sitting at the picture with him and Kyrie on the Cavs. You know that Wolverine meme?
Yeah,
Just him and
He's like-
Kyrie on the Cavs.
Yeah.
But anyways, I got the Bucks winning this one. Lakers just suck, and I think it's gonna be fun to watch though. It's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah, give me the Bucks as well.
I want to see
I know, but you have to do better than that, Mike. You have to do better.
who y'all got.
I think the Lakers win this one. I think they barely win it. And yeah, I think they're gonna win. I mean, it's LeBron. Like,
I hope
think
they
he
win.
breaks the scoring
I
record.
do hope they win.
I think that I'm with Jay on this one. The Lakers are going to win this because at the same time, if LeBron gets the record against the Thunder, then he's going to be building off that momentum as well. But if he gets it during the Bucks game, he's going to like everybody on the team is going to want to see LeBron get that. I think that no matter how trash the Lakers can be half the time, this game they show up nationally televised against what are they, the 2 seed in the East? The Bucks are.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Give me the Lakers.
Yeah, I hope the Lakers win just to get the Bucks to fall down the rankings. But
Oh,
yeah.
Then I hope the Bucks win. Sorry.
But yep,
Now the
that's
Celtics
so-
succeeding like that.
that wraps up that segment, and we're starting our last segment of the day, draft day. Let me pull up a wheel real quick to see who goes first.
You do that.
So this draft is best movie franchises, Jay. Of all
Okay,
time.
okay.
Let me get a wheel up.
Does there have to be more than one movie, or can it just be one movie?
Has to be a franchise. Has to be more than
So,
one, at
like,
least
yeah.
two.
But a franchise can mean anything, though.
I'm 2 or more movies. That's what
Okay.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying. But I am saying like a franchise, it can be one.
So you're talking about like Marvel when you pick like I don't know what Marvel movie
Well,
has like one movie.
Or are you talking about like Iron Man series or something like that?
No,
Yeah.
that's in the Marvel.
That's a Marvel
franchise.
franchise though.
Okay.
All right, let me get the spin up.
But I'm talking about like the new Batman. Like the new Batman is
But that's DC
That is
universe.
DC, and there's no like there's
The
no
first pick is Jay.
Oh, okay. This is a tough one. You know what?
Here, wait, let me get the rest of it off, and then we'll start real quick. Hold on.
Okay, yeah, cool.
also it's like a snake draft too. So whoever the fourth pick is, they'll go like 2 picks, and then it'll like go like that.
All right. Mike with the second pick.
This is the first time Mike hasn't had the first pick in a while. It feels
I didn't
like
have the first pick on the last.
Mike
round.
Oh, it's
always-
either first
Mike
or
always
last
does
pick.
the first or the second, bro. It's like
And you, John.
And then I'll take that.
All right, Jay, go ahead. Nick, you have the last pick, by the way.
Man, you guys just put me on the spot. You know what? I'm gonna have to go with the Karate Kid franchise.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a good.
I mean, like 1984. I'm talking about the 1984. Ralph
Yeah.
Macchio, Pat Morita, like William Zabka. It just was amazing. I'm a big underdog type of guy, and so to see a dude like a little torque like Macchio was, and to come back and get that win in the tournament, and you see what it spawned off into. Dude, it made it into a Netflix series, Cobra Kai. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out.
Yeah.
yeah.
Great
Wait, you
show.
watched?
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
Yeah,
all
I've seen all 5 seasons.
There we go.
So
There
good.
we go.
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite shows, actually.
Jay, you put me in a tough position here. I was really expecting you to pick something else. Do I want to go personal favorite or like the biggest franchise?
Just pick.
I'm just gonna. Sorry, damn. Fine, I'll just go with fine. MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Okay. Not bad.
Not bad. What do you
Great
mean? It's the
pick.
biggest.
Not bad, yeah. All right, give me the cars thing, bro. I love the cars movie.
Yeah, Nick just got 2 of the best. Nick just gets 2 of the best picks right here. Dude.
All right. So right off the bat, give me Star Wars.
All right. Hold on. Let me go through the round real quick. Can't believe you did that to him, John.
What cars?
Yeah. All right. The
Cars?
first pick, Jay, the Karate Kid franchise. Second pick, Michael takes Marvel Universe. The third pick, John takes the Cars universe. And with the fourth pick, Nick has Star Wars.
This is too easy. All right, give me Harry Potter next.
How those fell baffles me. I'm just gonna say. All right, hold on, let me get this off. All right, John, you're up.
Give me Back to the Future franchise.
Very solid. Very solid.
Can't go wrong with that, man.
For me, I'm gonna go. Give me Pirates of the Caribbean.
Super solid.
That is very solid.
All right, Jay, you're up.
I'm gonna go with the Rush Hour franchise, Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan.
Which one? Rush Out?
The Rush Out, yeah.
Yeah, Rush Out.
Dang, bro. Those are funny, bro.
All right, for this round, pick one. Nick had Harry Potter. John had Back to the Future. Third pick, I had Pirates of the Caribbean, and Jay had Rush Hour. All right, Jay, you go ahead and start off the next round.
Okay, so now I'm gonna have to go with Rocky.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that was gonna be my pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, for me, I'm gonna go with another huge one, the Lord of the Rings
Ooh,
franchise.
Yeah.
Solid.
That's very good. Very good, Mike.
Hey, Mr. Morocco. All right, John, go ahead.
So I know you picked the MCU.
You're gonna pick.
So is that every Marvel movie?
Yeah, it's Marvel.
So I can't pick Spider-Man.
No,
Damn. All right, give me Fast and Furious then.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
No, actually, you could have picked
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
because it was a
The Sam Raimi version.
No.
Those were Marvel. Now
Yeah,
they
no.
are, but at the same time, it's kind of a different franchise.
Nah,
mean,
technically it's Marvel.
I mean,
though.
yeah,
It's now,
technically, yeah,
because they added
technically,
them in.
It is
technically it is.
now. It
I
is
know, but
now,
it's
but
still
if
like
you look it up
I
online.
know, but it's whatever.
All right,
We'll
Nick, go
keep it
ahead
like
and
that.
end this round. Round 3.
I mean Jurassic Park.
Huh?
Jurassic Park. Ooh.
Jurassic Park. All right, that was a good one.
The last one was shit, but
It's better than the one before it.
When it got to Jurassic World, it just kind of started sucking for me.
yeah.
You know,
I think Jurassic World was good, but the 2 after were mid.
Yeah.
All right, to this round, Jay started off with Rocky. I took Lord of the Rings. John had Fast and Furious. Nick had Jurassic Park. All right, Nick, go ahead.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that was gonna be our next one.
Man, this roster is looking nice, dude. I thought I was gonna like be dog shit with a 4th pick.
All right, John, go ahead.
Give me the Hunger Games.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Super solid. Super good.
What is this?
Um,
Is this 4?
That was your 4th pick. Yeah, so
Okay.
you have one more. I'm gonna go. Oh, shit. This is hard. I'm gonna go James Bond.
That's solid.
I mean, I'm
That's
not.
that's like the longest.
Yeah,
franchise
It's a
right now.
classic. Yeah, it's a
I'm
it's a
just not a
classic.
I'm not a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of the character, but the movies are kind of just
Yeah.
boring.
I'm
My
the same way, but it's also a classic. So I mean, you can't
Yeah.
really go wrong with it.
All right, Jay, you're up.
Give me John Wick.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
I was thinking about that one.
All right, this round, Nick took Indiana Jones with the first pick of round 4. John took the Hunger Games. I took James Bond, and Jay took John Wick. All right, Jay, hit us off with the final round. First pick of the final round.
Final round. Man, that's a tough one, dude. You know what, man? Give me Lethal Weapon.
That's a good. I had that on my list. That was a good one.
All right.
All right. I'm going to go. Which way do I want to go with this? Oh wait, no one took the. I took the DC franchise.
Okay.
There's great movies in
There are
DC
great
still.
movies, but I think I have
It's still one of the
something
biggest
better.
franchises.
I think I still have something better.
That includes TV shows, movies.
I know, but I think I got something better.
All right, go ahead. You're up.
Give me
You
the
said the best
Transformers.
movie. You said the best movie franchises, Mike. So no TV show.
Yeah, okay.
I know.
It's still,
Yeah,
but
hey.
even with the movies, Transformers. That is a good one, John.
Like I said, I had something better.
All right, Nick. Last pick.
I was actually gonna pick Transformers with my last one. I'm not a big Transformer guy, but
Gotta go with the culture.
yeah, exactly. Man, there's a lot of good ones left, like a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Give me Mission Impossible.
Yep, that was.
Yeah, good one.
At the end of the day, there was a lot left, like The Matrix, The Terminator,
And Shrek also.
Toy Story.
Star Trek.
Yeah. All right, with this last round, Jay took Lethal Weapon. I had the DC universe. John had Transformers. Nick had Mission Impossible. I'm gonna go through all the teams. Team J includes the Karate Kid franchise, Rush Hour, Rocky, John Wick, and Lethal Weapon.
Solid.
Team Mike, Marvel, Pirates of the Caribbean, Lord of the Rings, James Bond, and the DC universe. John, Cars, Back to the Future, Fast and Furious, Hunger Games, Transformers. And Team Nick, Star Wars, Harry Potter, Jurassic Park, Indiana Jones, Mission Impossible.
Yeah, I gotta say Nick won that. I could say that right now.
Nick does have a solid.
I can't
solid
even like lie and say much. Yeah, he won that.
Honestly,
Personally,
we all did good. Like I think the
No, yeah. But when you have what Star Wars, Harry Potter, and Jurassic World in the same lineup, plus I mean, add on Mission Impossible and Indiana Jones, it's kind of hard to beat. I mean,
John with Cars in the first round, like that just put you. I mean, you had good picks, but
what
Cars.
do you mean, dude? Cars is a great franchise. I love Cars.
first pick though.
Yes, it's my first pick in my heart. So
You could have gotten Star Wars.
I was gonna wait for that was gonna be my second round pick. I didn't think no one was gonna pick that.
I was between
honestly.
3 with my.
I
I was
like
expecting Jay to take Marvel with the first one, Marvel or Star
yeah.
Wars.
I was
I thought I was gonna make my pick a little easier, but it
yeah.
wasn't.
Like I knew Marvel was gonna be off the table. I was like, I think Star Wars is gonna sneak under the radar but it didn't. So
But the thing is like Karate Kid, that would have been on my list. Actually,
Yeah, I have that on my list too. I thought I was gonna like sneak away at that.
yeah, I
very end.
wasn't. Yeah, that was safe with me. I don't
Jay really
like,
surprised me. I won't lie.
yeah.
not as big as John, bro.
Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for today's episode. Y'all have anything else to say?
No, no.
Just thank you for Jay for coming back on, man. We're so glad
Yep,
to have
love having you
Of
on, Jay.
course. Always a pleasure to be on, guys.
you. It is, bro.
Again, use our code against the call for 10% off your next purchase at www.w.gg. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for listening.